Little Women 2019, or as I'm calling it, my favorite movie of 2020. Because this movie would have made it on my top 10 list if I would have seen it in 2019, but I did not because my theater did not get it in 2019. My theater just got it this week, so let's get into it. Little Women stars Saoirse Ronan as Jo Marsh, as well as Florence Pugh, Eliza Scanlen, and Emma Watson, along with Meryl Streep and Laura Dern, co-starring Timothée Chalamet as well. So Saoirse Ronan, Timothée Chalamet, and Greta Gerwig team up again like they did in Lady Bird, which is one of my favorite films of all time. It's funny. It is just flat out awesome. Everything about this movie is amazing. There's not one bad thing about this film. I still say that this one had a fair shot at winning Best Picture. This movie is about these four sisters who are just basically going through life. One of the sisters gets sick, and Timothée Chalamet plays this guy who is basically being chased after by multiple women throughout the film. This film was really good. It would have made it on my top 5 of the year. It would have bumped number 5 out, which meant my top 5 favorite films would have been Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Joker, Marriage Story, The Irishman, and Little Women, which, by the way, all 5 are nominated for Best Picture. This film knows how to play with your emotions very subtly. It's a very subtle film. Every now and then, it turns into a very charming Christmas film, and then it just hits you right in the gut with a emotional gut punch. Oh, that's going on now. Oh, wow. And you get invested with the relationships, the multiple relationships that happen, and when I haven't seen any other adaptation of Little Women before this film, I didn't know what was going to happen. I did know that one of the sisters was going to die. I didn't know which sister was going to die until I saw which one was getting sick. I'm like, oh, it's her. Meryl Streep in here, she is trying to get an Oscar nomination. She was really good in this film. Laura Dern, if she wasn't nominated for Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress for Marriage Story and is going to win for that, she would have gotten nominated for this one as well. Laura Dern has had a hell of a year, as had Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh starred as Paige in Fighting With My Family, and basically she also starred in Midsommar, which I didn't think was very good at all. I didn't like Midsommar whatsoever. I thought it was just alright. I thought it was a very artsy film. It was very well done. It had tremendous cinematography and a great performance from Florence Pugh. And since Florence Pugh will not be winning the Academy Award, she will one day. She had a hell of a year, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her later this year in Black Widow. Florence Pugh gives a powerhouse performance in here. She went up against Saoirse Ronan, Laura Dern, and Meryl Streep and held her ground. And she also went with Timothée Chalamet, who will be the next, if not the better version. I am calling it now. I like Timothée Chalamet so much. I believe in him so much, and he's around my age, so I believe in him so much that he will be the new Daniel Day. This generation's Daniel Day-Lewis, and I am gonna say he might be better once he gets a few more acting roles. Once he does a few more things here, there, and everywhere. He might be the brand new Daniel Day-Lewis. I know that might be sacrilegious to say as a film fan. Timothée Chalamet will be one of the best actors of all time. No doubt in my mind. He will be one of the best actors of all time, and he already is. Look at what he's done already. He delivered a Oscar-worthy performance in Call Me By Your Name. He was in The King, which I have not seen, but I've heard he's really good in. He was a really awesome in Lady Bird. He's having an awesome career so far. He's going to have a great year with Dune coming out as well. He's in it with Dave Bautista and a bunch of other people. He can do any genre he wants, and he makes you believe what his character is. He was so charming in this film, and that's due to a great screenplay. Greta Gerwig did a great adaptation, or a great job adapting the story, so that it didn't feel like any other version, apparently. Now, I do have this version of Little Women right here. I have the 94 version. Yes, the 94 version with Winona Ryder, Susan Sarandon, Gabriel Bryan. Oh, wow, I'm going to have to watch that very soon then. Okay. Little Women is a master achievement. Saoirse Ronan is probably one of my favorite actresses right now. She's up there with Florence Pugh. Eliza Scanlon. She's in this film, and they give her quite a bit to do. It's a great performance because she makes you believe everything that's going on screen. Also, this is a very hard film for me not to get into with spoilers, because the spoilers are what makes it a great film. Why it makes it a great film is because of the subtle tonal shifts. Great cinematography, masterful directing, a fantastic screenplay, and great performances from everybody, including Emma Watson, who I didn't think would have a lot to do in the film. No, everybody has just the right amount of screen time that they need. I felt that this film was as long as it needed to be. Once the Blu-ray comes out, we will probably get deleted scenes. I don't got a problem with deleted scenes. This movie is one of the best of 2019. It is a film that I will definitely be buying once it gets cheap enough. I love this movie. It's in my top 5 of the year. Once I watch it again, it'll probably be bumped up past The Irishman. And if Renee Zellweger was not clearly going to win, I would say that Saoirse Ronan and Scarlett Johansson would be fighting for this award. I don't believe that Judy was really that great, besides Renee Zellweger. That's what we are seeing about this. It's the only thing we're hearing about Judy. Judy, it's just, oh, Renee Zellweger is great in it. Okay, what else? Did it have great costume design? Which, by the way, I don't even think that Little Women got costume design, and I am very surprised by that, because the period piece clothing in this is damn near accurate. This film should have gotten more awards love, and it has a lot of awards love. But it's just not going to win anything because of other films apparently being better. Now, granted, I have not seen Ford v Ferrari. I have not seen 1917 yet. I will be seeing that in 2 weeks. But this movie is getting an A+. Little Women gets an A+. It's a fantastic film. It's not going to be for everybody. I was the youngest one in the theater by about 55 to 65 years, maybe, until this family came in. And I will get into that story in the next video. I will see you guys for that video later on today.